Hey, how you doing? My name's Justin Cardoza. I'm a psychic medium and intuitive consultant, and I give free psychic medium readings online through YouTube Live and YouTube streams. Now, in this set of videos, we're going to be cutting our best readings down, just so you can get a glimpse of what's going on. So make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe and the bell notification so you get notified when we go live. And possibly the next live reading could be you. Now, with this next reading, a young lady named Brandy has a spirit come through. And the spirit comes through with a very intense feeling of passing of an impact, of some sort of an accident, and a very strange symbol. It showed me the Smurfs. And we pick up where she acknowledges that these things are for her. And check it out.
I'm not dismissing.
All right, I'm getting an older a male coming through. I don't know if it's older. For some reason, he's presenting around like my age, but it feels old. Like I'm not older. Wait a minute.
Old soul?
Maybe. It's a T name associated with it. A male crossed. T name. I don't know, Tim, Ted. It's almost like a three letter, one syllable name. This is the guy passing of the impact. That's what I was picking up on. It may or may not be for them. It feels like it's open. I can't tell where it's pulling me. Trey. And now is this the one who passed of the impact, either like an accident, but there's some sort of trauma that happened here. And he's waving it onto himself, almost like taking responsibility for it.
Okay.
What's the reference with the Smurfs? Why is he showing me a Smurf? Okay, alright, so that makes sense to you. Good. Okay. Where does the 12 come into play? The 12. So it's like the 12th of a month or the 12th month, December. But there's a 12 that figures prominently that he's showing me. Okay, I'm with Brandy. His birthday was in December. Excellent. Okay. And speaking of birthdays, he's telling me to say happy birthday to someone. He's wishing a happy birthday. He's showing me a birthday cake with candles on it, which means that somebody's got a birthday coming up, either within 30 days of today, either which way, going forward or backwards. So either a birthday just passed or a birthday is coming up within the next month. Usually that's the time frame when they wish a happy birthday on that. Okay, excellent. So he's saying happy birthday to you. He's telling me that this is a bit of a surprise because you never thought that he would actually be the one to come through. You were expecting somebody else. Is that correct? Well, the big thing is that he wants you to know that everybody that has crossed, that he's aware of everybody over there, and they're all doing well and doing good. It's very important for you to know that. It's just that he's for whatever reason, he's showing me that like he's the spokesperson, the one that's able to communicate the best with me for whatever reason. Okay? And what's with the Snickers bar? Why is he showing me a Snickers bar, like a candy bar? I don't know if you're in the United States or if they have them wherever you're at, but he's showing me specifically a Snickers bar. Okay, well, I guess he was there with you when you ate your Snickers bar. Just kind of a reference to let you know that he's here with you in the here and now, as early as yesterday. Okay? And he's telling me to tease you about cop shows like Chicago PD or not cops per se, but like the cop dramas. Chicago PD, Law and Order. You know what I mean? He's telling me to tease you about that for whatever reason. Okay. All right, good. So here's the message that he wants you to get, okay? He wants you to know that he wants you to understand that he knows that it feels like things are tough right now and that your prayers aren't being answered. It feels like they're going unheard. But understand that they are being heard, and things are in the works to get better. Does that make sense to you? So don't get discouraged because you're like that close to like just giving up, and that's not the way. Okay? The other side is pulling for you, and it's important to let you know that your prayers are being heard and answered. Okay? Just be open to possibilities. It's the main thing, because we could shut by expecting things to happen a certain way. We close off blessings every day without even realizing it. All of us are guilty of doing it. So just try to, and I know when it feels like it's a really dark time, that's when it's the toughest to keep your faith high. And sometimes we have to fall back on hope. You know what I mean? But just know, take this as the sign that you were asking for, that the other side does hear you and your prayers are being answered. Just be open and willing to have it done in a way that you're not necessarily expecting, okay? But the energy's pulling back here a little bit. Now, after that reading was done, we had somebody else come through, but after that one, third one in, we have somebody come back through specifically for Brandy again. Now, check this part out. This is part 2 of her readings, and she got 2 readings in one night. This is fantastic. Check it out. Okay, so this one's going to sound... I'm going to just throw it out there because I'm just going to give what I'm getting here. I'm getting a male coming through. Feels like he crossed from being shot. Selling drugs. But, you know, it's one of those things where it's like an environmental thing, man. It doesn't speak to the heart of the person. I feel like he's making reference to a chain with a big medallion on it of some sort. Because the feeling I'm getting is that he's taking responsibility for it, in the fact that basically doing things he should, that kind of lead to that anyway. Leading that kind of life. But that's not, it is like an out of character thing. It's more of just like an environmental feeling like you got no other way to go. It feels like this would be a peer of some sort. So like, but it feels like either like he's trying to come through to a significant other. Right, so I'm getting a male, passed of a gunshot, big chain, medallion, making reference to passed that way. Definitely feels like a good-hearted person, but just got caught up in the wrong type of deal. And there is an S name that comes up with this as well.
Hey, guys.
Well, he's taking it on him, like, he was in the wrong. He shouldn't have been doing that. That was like one of the first things that was being shown to me. He's telling me like trying to play a role that wasn't him. You know what I mean? What's the reference to the chocolate cake? So the chocolate cake makes sense to you? Oh, both the people coming through tonight? And that would make sense if they're both your cousins. Okay. He's just throwing 2 numbers out at me. Showing me a number 13 and a number 26. So I don't know if the 13 is like, I don't know if those are like days of a month, but there's some sort of significance with a 13 and a 26. What's the Colorado connection? I mean, he's showing like I'm seeing like I saw a plane, and then I'm seeing Colorado for whatever reason. Okay, it just may be reference to make sure that it is still for you, Brandy. Okay, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? They're going to give stuff so that you know that it's you, and that whoever's here knows that it's for you. what he's showing me is that his passing has torn like his immediate family apart, whatever he would consider his immediate family. I really feel like I need to address Mom. He's making me feel like Mom hasn't been the same. Mom is just like torn to pieces, and she's having trouble getting it together. Does that make sense? He's giving me this feeling of like she's trying to rationalize things that can't be rationalized and make sense of things, but she needs support.
Do you know her mother?
Who is the female that's still here? Like, is his mother still here? Because it feels like they're still here and need support. So whoever that would be, he wants to try to help the family heal and the family dynamic to get back together, and that's why he's coming through, is to try to heal that. And he doesn't know. He's like, man, I don't know what I can say other than I messed up. You know what I mean? And he wants so desperately to fix it, and he just doesn't know how. But you could start by just passing on the fact that, oh, no. He's saying, no, she won't. She's in a place to where she won't believe it anyway. And he just mainly wants you to know that he's okay. He's on the other side. He's okay. And he's sorry for like devastating everybody the way that he did. Because he's taking responsibility for it. He takes responsibility for it, even though it wasn't by his own hand. And he's telling me he's coming through to you mainly because he's giving me the feeling like you are the matriarch of the family at this point, because things are so broken. Like, you're the only one that kind of somewhat has love and support left in them. So it's important for you as the matriarch of the family to know that all of your loved ones, no matter how they cross, they are all together on the other side in heaven, doing well. Okay? And so go forward with a renewed enthusiasm when anything of the subject comes up, knowing that they are okay, and you can speak with confidence to that, and don't let anyone put any doubt in your head that they are there, because the authority with which that you speak carries an enormous amount of credibility and weight within the family. You know what I mean? So that is the power of the matriarchal figure. That is what's being shown to me. So family get-togethers, whatever it is, going forward, you need to walk in that confidence of being the matriarch. Okay? And when anything comes up in regards to people who have passed, because it always does, you need to defend them and let people know, no, they are in heaven. They're doing good. They're all together. And I know this beyond the shadow of a doubt. And you'll shut down a lot of the boo-hooing and for lack of a better word, like that negative energy that people talk about with it. You understand what I mean? Does that make sense to you? Because, man, it can become a real buzzkill. And it's really important for you to not... He doesn't want you to harbor any ill will towards anyone in the family. Because he's showing me that you are kind of a hard ass. For lack of a better term. And so that it's just shifting that energy. Thank you for acknowledging that. It's crazy.
That's a heavy reading.
Yeah, that was heavy.